Hello all, welcome back. The PlayStation 4 is now over 8 years old, and there is over 3,000 games on that one system alone. I'm going to show you 5 games that I recommend that you should also be able to pick up pretty cheap these days. Let's get into it. Hello all, welcome back. Well, as we all know, Christmas is right around that corner. So I've picked up 5 games. These might be 5 bargains for yourself because we're all looking for games to play this time of year. I've not picked exclusives and I've not picked blockbusters. What's the point in picking a blockbuster? You've probably seen it anyway, so what's the point? So I'm going to kickstart off with this one. There was a lot of hype behind it, and when it came out, I think it was a little broke. It didn't sell well, and it is actually considered a flop. But it's actually a good game. The Order, 1866, did I get that right? I did get that right, and I'm sorry about the glare. Look at the state of the glare. It's because it's a metal. Let's just take it off, see if that helps a little bit. Oh, a little. As you can see, I've actually got the steel case version. But the Order 1866, it's got a fantastic story. It really has. You know, it says on the back there, discover history's darkest secret. It feels as if almost you're a bit like a futuristic Templar, if that makes any sense. But basically, you're carrying out the churches. If I'm right in saying that now I think about it. It's been ages. You're carrying out their instructions. But this is such a good game. It's a brilliant shooter. It's got fantastic story to go with it. I mean, there's parts of it, if I remember, I played it for absolutely ages. All of a sudden, I was battling werewolves. It's really got that sort of twist to it as well. It is considered to be a flop. I don't know why. I think it's a brilliant game, and it is certainly one worth your money. And you got to be able to pick this one up for cheap now. Surely cheap.
He's dead busy. I'm moving in.
I suffer.
Shotgunner down.
Damn it, reloading. Exciting. Monsieur, grenadier. Monsieur, I will fight them on the ground.
Understood, Marquis.
Rebels down.
Oh, shit.
Grenade. Rebels neutralized. You're all mine.
Right, this next game I've picked, do you know what? When I started playing it, it reminded me of Fallout and the Elder Scrolls. It's got that sort of vibe, which I really do enjoy. The Outer Worlds, I think, is a bit of a hidden gem. Again, I don't think it was an overwhelming success, but this is such a good game. And from what I can remember, you're in some sort of status, you're grabbed by, I suppose it's a bit of a mad scientist, isn't he? And takes you, puts you back down on the planet, and then it all kicks off from there. You're doing missions, you're roaming around, and if I remember correctly, you've got to try and get yourself back up to the ship, shoot off to another world, fly back again. It's a brilliant adventure. It's very quirky, very comical at times, but certainly worth your time and energy. Check that one out.
We're good.
Right, this next one is quite definitely a hidden gem, and I grab it quick because I do predict this one will go up in price. It's certainly got that retro vibe that I do enjoy, and if you are certainly into running guns, you're going to enjoy this. Valfaris. This is brilliant. It's got some of the best music you'll ever hear on any game, but it's just brilliant. It absolutely is brilliant. And it is what you want from a running gun. I can't remember the original title that they did, but they got this one absolutely spot on. You've got to pick this one up, but pick it up quick before it starts to skyrocket in price, because this will do. Right, my next one is a first-person shooter with definitely a different sort of twist. And what I mean about that is that you're up against an alien, like that's not been done before. But this one can mimic. So you have to keep your eyes open for a little, sort of flash, a little tiny bit of movement, something that doesn't look right, something that shimmers. Because that could be the alien hiding in plain sight. And it goes on from there. Very brilliant. Prey. Prey is a brilliant game. Prey isn't talked about anywhere near enough. I remember playing it so far that when you come up against, if you like, a full-sized enemy, you really have got to start moving. But these things will mimic anything. It could be a cup, it could be a cabinet, it could be a plant. You've just got to wait and see it as you enter the room, to keep an eye out. And then these things will morph and start charging you. Brilliant game. Certainly worth a playthrough, most definitely. Go check that one out.
Ready to scan. Proximity sensor reset.
Right, my last game If you are a lover of classic horror and classic Resident Evil type games, you're going to absolutely love Daimy. I mean, it even just says on the back there, back to the roots of survival horror. And that's what this game does. Because it is just like classic Resident Evil. And you can tell by the smile on my face that I really did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, the last two Resident Evil games, and certainly, The Village and the one before that, number 7, I can't remember what that is now off the top of my head. They're very, very good games. But they're not classic Resident Evil games, not one little bit. They've took that genre off in a completely different direction for themselves, and fair dues to them. But if you really do enjoy those older ones, you'll love this. It's an absolute blast. Pick this one up. Give it a go.
Bulkheads are opened up. Head back to the cargo bay and activate the freight elevator from there. Over.
Right, guys, that's 5 games I recommend for the PlayStation 4. I'm going to try and hold these up now without dropping them. That was close. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Catch you lot all again. Take care. Woohoo!